Merch Minds Podcast, episode 121. My name is Glenn, YouTube channel Hustler Hacks, and this is Young.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. I think
The hell are you laughing at, man? I asked how you are, man. Sorry, man.
it's because right when you said you, it did like a weird echo sharp sound. If you're listening to this in headphones, Young had a weird voice right at the very end of that. It's like, how are you? And then it's just like a and I was like, ah. So I
Oh,
don't know what that
wow.
was.
That was weird, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. So, are you watching college basketball today?
I am not. I don't even know who's playing.
Oh, okay. Texas Tech, Red Raiders. So
Okay.
they
Is
are.
it, is it, is it the championship game or is it?
Yeah, it's a championship. Virginia versus Texas Tech. Let me look that up.
Okay, so that's tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll probably end up watching it. I missed the whole tournament, man. I missed the whole tournament. I don't know who. I don't know who was in the tournament. I don't know who played. Um, I'm sure there were some great games, but yeah, I'll tune in for that game.
Yeah. No, you don't. It's not important. You don't need to know.
Nah, man, I'll check it out. I'll
All
check it
right.
out. Well, let's start off with the last 7 days, man.
Oh man,
They're
brutal.
horrible. They're horrible numbers. You want to go first?
Sure. Why not? Why the hell not? All right. Last 7 days, products sold 62. 4 returns. Estimated royalties $171.15.
Wow. Okay, so mine are the last 7 days. 55 sold, 5 returned. Product purchases $1,051.66. Estimated royalties 195.17. $195.17.
You were at like 250 last week, I think, right? Or like
I can't, I
220?
don't I can't remember what I was at last week, but the numbers are definitely lower. Um, and you know what? It was expected, especially this time of the year. But man, it just really hurts, doesn't it? It really hurts.
Yeah, this
I
one,
mean,
I'm roughly the same, but I would need to get to like 200, 250 too. Like we said, at least to make 1,000. At
let me
least.
ask you, man. I know you talked about getting back on schedule. Are you still on that schedule?
I'm not on that schedule.
Okay. What
Yeah.
schedule are you on then?
I'm on FBA and YouTube trying to really boost both of those up.
Okay.
And both of them are doing good. I mean, both of them are doing way better than at any point last year. So I'm happy with those numbers. I'm happy where I'm headed. I think merch is the only one that I would have to figure out time and effort in there to really get back to
Mhm.
somewhat where I was.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to say anything because I'm just as bad. I haven't really uploaded much in the past couple of weeks. Um, Again, I've been focusing more on KDP, but even KDP hasn't done much, at least for me. And I think I've mentioned this last week. I realized why my journals aren't selling is because
Oh
I,
yeah.
I was I was miscategorizing them. I realized because I was putting everything in nonfiction.
So did that
Uh,
help now? Like, have you seen any
well,
new,
here's the
or
thing.
it's too
Here's the
early
thing.
to really
Here's the
tell?
thing. Since I said that, I haven't uploaded any more new journals. Um, I haven't gone back and recategorized any of them, and I have no intention of doing that because I'm just lazy. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but I'm thinking about hiring a VA to go back in and to recategorize all my journals.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking about doing that. And the person that gave me that idea was Who Man, which I know you don't know who he is because he's more behind the scenes.
Okay.
He's so a lot of people don't know who he is, um, but he crushes it on Etsy, man. He uh, makes over 10K on Etsy per month. Crushes it. And the guy, you talk about being a digital nomad. The guy is a freaking digital nomad. Like he lives in Thailand and Vietnam and all that, right? He
Okay.
happened to be in the States this past week. He's originally from the Bay Area, so we were able to meet up because he left for Vietnam. Actually, I think today. Um, so he was in the Bay Area last week. We met up for lunch. We had lunch and we were just talking and um, And I was telling him about my whole KDP issue. He goes, just hire a VA. He goes, just hire a VA and it makes perfect sense because no one, like, I don't recall seeing anything from Amazon saying that you can't hire a VA for KDP,
Hmm.
right? So I'm just gonna hire a VA, have them go into my KDP account and just try and recategorize everything.
They don't have to re-upload anything, do they? Or is it
No,
just
everything's uploaded.
just like a press of a button to
Yeah,
actually just
just
manually go
go
through
in,
them?
just go in. Uh, Obviously, I have to show them how to do it the first few times, but just go in and just recategorize everything, based on what they know and based on their research, just recategorize it, right? Like for instance, if there's a design of a I don't know, like I said in the past, Santa Claus, right? Like we all
Yeah.
know Santa Claus isn't real. Actually, I take that back. Santa Claus is real. Okay, that was a bad example. Santa Claus is real,
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
but you know what I mean. But
Think about
anyway,
the kids that listen to this show.
so I'm gonna have to hire a VA and have them go in and just recategorize everything. Um, but yeah, man. But shout out to who, man. Safe travels to you, my friend. Let me know when you get to Vietnam because I do want to send you a few more questions. But a good man. Uh, Definitely taught me a lot about having a system in place and stuff like that.
But he's not doing any merch then? Mostly just Etsy?
No, he does merch. He does
Okay.
merch, but he's making more on Etsy. That's where most of his focus is on.
Oh, okay.
Is Etsy. So yeah, so he does merch, and I'm sure he's on other platforms, right, like Redbubble, but he makes the most on Etsy. So that's where most of his attention is. Dude, my car is in the shop, man. It sucks.
And that makes two of us.
Uh,
Mine's still in the shop. When I told you like 2.5 weeks ago,
yeah, yeah.
it sucks. Like,
Well, you have a particular reason why yours is in the shop.
yeah.
It's not my place to tell your story,
No,
but
yeah, we have two different reasons why they're in the shop, but
I
it's
think for me, I think it's just I think the starter is bad, and there's a few other issues. So I took it in. It's getting worked on. So I've been home all day today. Technically, I'm supposed to be in the office on Mondays. So I've been working from home all day today. It was funny, man, because I was on my way to work and my car just died. So when it died, I waited for like 30 more minutes, and it was able to start up again. And when it started, I just drove straight to the mechanic. Um,
uh,
so my car died, and
so
then
how long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know. I called him earlier to ask, but the guy was on lunch break, so I'll give him a call back later. But I'm thinking, I mean, it's a starter, right? I'm thinking no later than tomorrow. So,
Okay.
but no, it just sucks not having a car, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Man,
totally.
isn't that crazy how we have become so dependent on cars?
Yeah, I need cars. Unless we
Yeah,
live in like, you know, Manhattan or something, then
yeah. So why is your car in the shop, Glenn?
we're not talking about that. It's a bad fender bender, and it's been in the shop for 2.5 weeks, and it's driving me insane. They actually sent me a text update on what's going on, and they still need like one last part to fix or something.
That's
So
okay.
yeah, it's
Okay.
ridiculous. But I am
Um.
taking the wife's car.
Okay. Cool. Dude, I realized I had the OC dates, the Orange County dates, all wrong. For some reason, I thought I was supposed to go to Orange County this week, and then I went back and I read Anthony's message. He's not going to be in Orange County until next week. Thank God I didn't buy my plane ticket. My goodness. I mean, I just, for some reason, something told me just make sure and confirm the date. So I went back and I read Anthony's text message, and he said he was going to be in OC next weekend. So next weekend, guys, if you're listening and you're in OC, I will be in Orange County next weekend.
There we go.
Um,
Take Young to eat. Get him a beer.
yeah, give me a shoulder rub. Um, let's see, taxes. Finally got my taxes done. So that's
How'd that
well,
look? Good.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. My, you know, my guy is the best. Abe, and we had him on the show. And here's the thing, and I don't know why. And you even went over the numbers, and you said that was for some reason our lowest downloaded episode, right? As far as the
Hmm.
podcast is
Hmm.
concerned. I
Yeah.
don't know why to this day. I mean, here's the thing, and this is, I'm not gonna front, man. I'm gonna promote my guy because I think he absolutely is the best. There's a big difference. So he calls himself a enrolled agent, right? Remember that's what he was telling us.
Hmm.
He
Hmm.
goes, "I'm not a CPA. I'm an enrolled agent." Never made sense to me what that meant, and I asked him yesterday when I got my tax. I'm like, "What the hell is an enrolled agent?" Basically, an enrolled agent, they're federally licensed by the IRS. They're federally
Mm.
recognized by the IRS. So they have, so they're like pretty much the cream of the crop when it comes to taxes. And apparently, every couple of years, they have to take this test, that that they know their stuff. But he was telling me yesterday, man. He goes, you know what? He was going through all my 1099s. He goes, man, you do pretty good as far as like all your little side stuff. I was like, yeah, I try, and this and that, and we always talk about my goal of trying to leave my day job and stuff. Not that I hate my job, but
Yeah. If anybody
but
from your job is listening, he did not mean that. He's just talking.
I could care less if they're listening. But but he ever since I met him, he's always said, look, he said the best decision that I made, meaning, I'm talking as Abe. He goes, was when I quit my corporate job and I became my own boss. Right.
Yeah.
Um. Anyway. Um.
Merch news.
No, wait. I'm
Oh,
not.
sorry,
I'm not.
sorry.
I'm not doing
Oh,
it.
oh,
But
go
but
ahead.
but so that's something I'm definitely working towards. But going back to Abe, he look. I'm going to promote his service because again, like he was telling me he has clients who does Etsy and Amazon and eBay, and like their sales are like $10 million, right? Right. He
10
goes,
million.
yeah, yeah. He goes, I'm well versed in e-commerce. I went in there with all my forms and all my numbers, and he again, man, the guy did a phenomenal job. He was able to save me a lot of money, some deductions I didn't even know about, some deductions I didn't even know that I could do. Um, the guy's really well versed in e-commerce, man. He knows his stuff. I've said in the past, look, he does accounting for high-end executives from Apple to Yahoo to Facebook to you know all the high the high corporations. So he knows his stuff, man. And I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you guys want your taxes done by someone who knows e-commerce in and out, man, the guy can save you a ton of money. Let me know. I can point you in that direction. He's a good guy. He knows his stuff. Merch news.
All right. So merch news. This was on the 2nd, so they didn't post this on April Fool's Day. They posted it the day after. And Port and Company is replacing Bella and Canvas as Merch's UK and DE standard fit t-shirt brand starting today. The new shirts offer the same high quality ring spun fabric as our previous brand, but with improved printability and a more traditional fit to align with your customers' expectations. There
Okay.
will be no cost or royalty change with this upgrade.
So that's for the UK and Germany market.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
about Port and Company being the same high quality though. Like Bell and Canvas has always been like a thinner, kind of trendier t-shirt. It has like a tighter fit, I think. But here
Well,
they're saying
well,
Port and Company is going to be
I never even
better.
heard of Porter Company up until I started doing merch by Amazon. But you told me at one point that they are actually a decent quality shirt, yeah?
Yeah, they're not bad, but I think that Bella Canvas is a totally different
Okay.
quality, I think. But who knows?
Well, which one do you think is better?
Bella Canvas for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll see. I mean, what anybody has any complaints in the UK or anything once they get it. But I don't know. I guess I wonder why they're just getting rid of Bell on Canvas. Maybe it's
Who
hard to
knows?
get
It
a
could be,
hold of
who
for
knows?
the
It could be
UK
a
or something.
costing issue, or like you said, maybe they are getting a lot of returns and complaints behind the scenes. Who knows?
Yeah.
So interesting, huh? But as for this week, we do have a really fun guest. The guy's name is Reyes the Entrepreneur. Some of you guys may know him, some of you guys may not, but the guy has a YouTube channel, and he's pretty much a jack of all trades. He whatever he can do to make money, he'll do it. Whether
Literally.
no joke, literally. Check out his YouTube channel, Reyes the Entrepreneur. The guy has documented everything from being homeless to getting a job to,
Collecting
silk
cans,
screening, recycling aluminum cans and bottles,
quarter
silk screening
machine,
shirts, printing shirts with the heat transfer, like you said, the quarter vending machines, um, working in the fields. He's done it all, and has a very upbeat attitude, always positive, and because of that, he has a huge following, especially in the kind of niche that he's in, right? Which
yeah,
is
200,000 subs. I mean, wild. And once, well, he's gonna tell us about his stuff.
yeah, he'll tell us about it. Check out the interview. Really good guy. Okay, guys, this is going to be a super fun show. We have a very, very exciting guest, Reyes the Entrepreneur. If you guys haven't heard of him, go check him out on YouTube. But the guy, man, he is a grinder. He's a hustler. Reyes, welcome to the show.
Oh man, the pleasure's all mine. Thank you for the opportunity to be in this awesome podcast.
Hey, man, it's an honor for us to have you here. First of all, just give us a quick introduction. I know I just mentioned who you are, but give us a quick introduction. Like what do you do? Where do you live?
All right, so my name is Reyes the Entrepreneur, 28 years old. I lived in the Central Valley, Fresno, California, 559 area, and my whole channel is about motivating and helping people start businesses by actually me starting the business. So I've started a vending machine business, a eBay business. I even started a shirt business all from my home just to motivate and show people the struggle of starting a business, but ultimately show them how to succeed and make some extra income. Now,
Definitely.
I always have to mention, I'm not teaching people how to make $1 million. I'm trying to teach people how to make a few $100s a month. So, you can pay for that expensive peanut butter.
Yeah, there you go, man. So so
Yep.
so you're definitely the jack of all trades, man. You do everything, and the cool thing about it is you document everything on your
I
YouTube channel. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. Up until a couple of weeks ago, I didn't even know who you were. But then when I came across your channel, I started watching a couple of videos, and then I went back to the very beginning of your YouTube channel. Okay,
Mm.
and guys, the struggle is real. Reyes, if you don't feel comfortable talking about this, please tell us. But man, at one point you were homeless.
Mhm.
You were going around looking for jobs,
Yep.
and you documented all that on your YouTube channel. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I was 25 years old and I was really lost in the world. I knew I wanted to teach, I just didn't know how. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me focus on making a YouTube channel about the struggle, just to motivate people. And don't get me wrong, I was living a comfortable life at home with my siblings. I was working at Burger King. So I decided, you know what? I want more from life. But if I'm gonna become a teacher, I have to struggle so people know that hey, no matter what you're going through, you could get out of it and you could succeed. And I saw that as really my first hustle. See if I could survive living in my car. And I did for 3 months.
3 months,
Yep.
man. Glenn, what you got for him, man?
Oh man, I don't even know where to start. I mean, the cool thing about it is the different things that people can do. So like collecting cans. You talked about the vending machine.
Mhm.
Um, I guess you want to talk a little bit on. Well, my question's going to be like YouTube related, which is
Go
kind
ahead,
of
man. Ask
unfair
me.
because mine's about YouTube. Young's
I
probably
tell
going to
you
talk about
everything.
Fresno.
Hey,
But-
man, and I just saw you have a good amount of subscribers, bro. Good job.
Oh man, it's getting there, but nothing like yours. Yours really
Nothing like Reyes, man.
I know. When did you really know? I mean, you were making videos consistently, but like,
Yeah.
what video really took you over the top? Would you
How
say?
I made screen printing into my full-time income. That was the first video I made, and pretty much overnight, it was my most viewed video, and it kept growing. And right there and there, that's when the money and subscribers started coming in.
Okay, the screen printing one. Which Young, I'm pretty sure you have questions on the screen printing one.
Yeah, well, so let's talk about that because the show is primarily about T-shirts and all that, and designs and
Of course.
and all that. And Glenn, I'll definitely give you an opportunity to ask some questions about YouTube. But what made you want to get into that?
Here's the thing: in high school, believe it or
I
not,
know
I
where this
wasn't
is
the most
going.
popular kid. I didn't have a lot of friends, and during the summer, I decided to just be on YouTube. And for some reason, a how to make your own custom shirt video popped up. I watched it. It was using a stem. You get a tactile knife. You draw your design on a big poster board, cut it out like a stencil, and then you spray paint it onto the shirt. And I'm like, you know
Wow.
what? Let me give that a try. I did it. I loved it, and I kept doing it until I was able to make it my full-time income. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of life that happened in between, college, relationship, jobs, but ultimately that's where it all started. And little by little, I started investing in more equipment, learning new techniques, and building the clientele.
So let's talk about your clientele.
Mhm.
Who are you selling to? Are you selling these shirts online or are these all local?
Local, because right away I noticed online super saturated,
It
and
is.
unless you're a big name like Custom Inks have that money for advertisement, I feel like you're not gonna get as much. But I mean, if people want to go that route, but I clearly saw an opportunity in my own town because there was a screen printing shop in my town, but man, the prices, and I knew I would give my customers a better price, faster turnaround, and overall great customer service. So I mainly focused on my town and towns around my town.
I got you. So
Mhm.
so you got local clients.
Yep.
You're obviously doing silk screening, which
Mhm.
for the listeners, if you guys haven't seen it, just do a YouTube search on silk screening, and that's how most of the shirts were printed back in the days. But you also do the heat transfer.
Yes.
Tell us
So
about
I
that.
do screen printing, vinyl, decals, and heat transfers, right? That's what I mainly did.
So what does the so tell us about the heat transfer.
So pretty much I never got into making my own heat transfers. I would always order them, and they're great for a big order with the same design because you don't have to put a lot of labor into it. But that's pretty much it. I just outsource my transfers.
hmm hmm So how are you advertising? So how are you getting customers? Wait, first of all, are
Mhm.
you working from home or is this? Or
Yep.
do you have a shop?
No, a home. I started from a bedroom, one of my spare bedrooms. And get this,
Wow.
I lived in a two-bedroom apartment. One was my work area.
Uh-huh.
So,
So
I
so
mean,
so so how are you advertising to get customers?
two
Uh,
ways.
okay,
Facebook groups in my local area, those buy, sell, trade groups,
I got you.
and word of mouth. Bro, I can't tell you. Give a customer a great price, a great product, and give them a smile. They're gonna tell everybody. And the good thing is, in my town, it was really it's a sports town, so people constantly need shirts to represent their children, the town, and that was my main niche right there.
hmm Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely, man.
Yeah, I think
Go ahead.
one of the photos was yeah, like a class, class of a certain, I guess, school and stuff. So it was like
Mhm.
back, front and back design.
Yep.
I guess, do you want to talk about vinyl? So I saw a little bit of vinyl. Are you a graphic designer or do you have graphic design background?
No, bro, I learned everything through the University of YouTube. So when I was buying equipment, I quickly realized I needed professional software that's gonna let me do designs. And the one I went with was Corel. I got Corel
Draw.
X4, then
Okay.
X8, and I have two Corel 2017.
Okay.
And pretty much whenever I want to learn something, how to fade, how to trace, I just went on YouTube and looked it up.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah, because a lot of it has to do with, I mean, especially with vinyl cutting is like vector. I mean, it have to be clean points to like
Exactly.
cut.
You know what? You know what? That's one of. I'm gonna be straight up honest. That's one of the things I hated about the screen printing hustle, because I hate the whole graphic design thing, because that takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
and the way I did it, I didn't have anybody showing me. So the way I did it was they sent me a design, and I would literally just trace, put nodes, little dots,
Yep.
Mhm.
trace all over it, and then curve it and fix it. Oh man, I mean, that was the very first thing I did every morning because I hated doing it.
That's wild, man. So
Yeah.
so this is your full-time job then?
Shirts?
Yes.
It
Or
was.
YouTube.
Or is it YouTube?
Shirt. It was. I took a time to focus on shirts to learn how to grow a business. I always make sure before I tell anybody anything, I make sure I learn it first. Before I tell people how to fix their struggles, I went through my own struggle first. So that's
Mhm.
my mentality. And then pretty much I did make shirts into my full-time income. I was making about $5,000 on sales a month. So about $25 to $3,000 profit. That was plenty for me. But another thing I hated was the long hours. It's labor.
Yeah, you know what?
Definitely.
We know a couple. They're doing the same thing that you're doing. They're
Mhm.
printing shirts. They actually have a printer that prints the designs, but they also have a couple of heat transfers. And they said, man, they told us behind the scenes. They said it's a lot of work. They said the labor is
Mhm.
really labor intensive.
And that's one of the reasons I was excited to jump into YouTube, because I knew, you know what, man, the shirt business. See, that's why, like, I'm I'm telling you what I hated, because one thing I hate doing is telling people the dream, telling them, "Oh, start your business and you're gonna make this much. Look how I did it." Nah, I'm gonna tell you start it, but I'm also gonna tell you, yo, it's gonna take a lot of money. It's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take a lot of labor. So get ready if you want to do it. But yeah, man, just those things. Don't get me wrong. I love having my own business, but there's some stuff in the business that you might not like, but you have to do it. And those are
Sure,
things I had to do.
absolutely, man.
Mm-hmm.
Who supplies your apparel? Like what kind of apparel are you using?
Right now, I'm just using. I have a merch guy. I used to do it myself, but oh man, like I'm telling you, I just needed more time, and I didn't want to really focus on shirts. So I outsourced it to my merch guy, and he uses DTG printers.
I got you.
Yeah, DTG is the
Mhm.
newest thing.
No,
Is that
absolutely. Yeah.
everybody's trying to get into it right now, and before we know it, everybody and their baby mamas is gonna have one. But there's always gonna be competition, no matter what.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. So what would you say is your main income right now? YouTube?
YouTube,
Okay.
100%. I do YouTube full time now, and let me tell you, I love it.
Well, you definitely have the personality for it, man. So if you guys haven't checked out his channel, I want everyone to go. It's Reyes the Entrepreneur, but the guy, man, he's upbeat. He has a great attitude. You're never upset, man. You're always happy, man. What's the deal?
Oh well, I just don't record on those days.
Ah, okay.
Like, look, here's
me,
the thing.
me.
Like,
People see the best out of me all the time.
see, here's the thing. I put myself in a situation where I'm a role model, and people look up to me. So I always like to show the positive, the optimistic. But just like anybody else, I have my bad days. And I before I tried to record when I was going through an issue, but you could tell right on my face I was going through something. So that's why I mainly do my recordings in the morning when I have energy and the day hasn't turned bad yet. But that's pretty much it, man. Any bad stuff, I try fitting it on my own, not trying to bring people into my dramas as much.
Glenn,
Definitely.
why don't you do that for your channel?
I know. Let's switch a little bit. I mean, I sell on eBay. I want to know, what did you like? You have a little, journey on the eBay side, but like, what did you like or not like about eBay?
What I like and don't like about eBay. eBay, I hate listing. I did clothing, so I would have to take pictures. I would have to take measurements, and sometimes I would have to clean the products.
Yeah.
And then I would have to list them, and that's the part I hated. But the part I love was finding the product and selling the product.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem that most people have. So let me ask you, Reyes, out of everything that you've done, and I'm not gonna lie, look, right before we got onto this interview, I was watching one of your videos where you even went out and worked in the field.
Yep.
No joke, guys. He actually went out into the fields and worked, which is a really hard job, by the way. Out of everything that you've done, from eBay, silk screening, DTG, heat transfer. I mean, I know you got the vending machines, and by the way, just to clarify, when I say vending machines, they're not those big electronic vending machines that spits out.
They're the little ones that you put a quarter and you get some M&Ms. But I have two big ones in my garage right now. I just bought them this weekend.
Dude, we're gonna get into that, man. So out of everything that you've done, which one do you like the most, besides YouTube, obviously?
That was the number one thing I was gonna say. But the hustle that I liked the most was the shirts, just because I was able to make it into my full-time income. Like, the only reason I liked it was because it was making money. But honestly, I could do any hustle as long as it's making money. I'm gonna do it. So
there you go.
So the shirts, man, I enjoy making shirts.
Okay, so tell us about your new vending machines you have in your garage.
So pretty much right now, YouTube is the main hustle, and all the little hustles are mainly content. But I have about 30 candy machines, 20 locations out there, and I actually went to go collect today for a video later on this week. But people were telling me, "Yo, Reyes, you have to upgrade, you have to go to the next level, get some big sodas and snack machines. That's where the money's at." And well, I listened to my audience a lot, so I went this weekend, found two, brought them here, and hopefully I'm able to fit them and find a location, collect, and make a video about it.
Cool, man. We'll definitely keep an eye out. Glenn, did you have any more questions?
Yeah, so speaking of those videos, I mean, how much I made in my vending machine business, 1.7 million views. What did you think when you, like, I'm pretty sure the next day you woke up and you're like, man, this video just took off.
Here's the thing about me. One of my bad qualities is that I constantly check my views all the time. Like, when I upload a video, I check every hour. Then when I wake up, when I'm eating lunch, and before I go to sleep, I see how a video is performing, so I could visualize what's working in that video. What do people like? And of course, I read the comments because I'm trying to learn how to get better. And when that video blew up, I remember I was going throughout my whole day, and I was checking my phone every 5 minutes. And it was like, damn, more views. And right away, I'm like, this is my 1 million views video, because I've been grinding so long for that 1 million views video. And oh man, it was a great feeling, to be honest. Like, you just won first place at whatever sport you were doing. That's how I felt.
And then I was like, man, this guy's so smart, because right after that, how much YouTube paid me for a 1 million viewed video? I was like, oh man, he's gonna cash out on this.
How much did you pay for that?
Talking about money on this video.
And then that video got 2 million views.
2.2 million.
How much did you get paid for that?
For which one? The first? How much I made on my vending machines in 1 month?
The one with 1 million views.
Once I hit 1 million, 4,000.
You got paid $4,000 for a YouTube video?
For a 1 million viewed video, yes.
Then how did the second one do for the 2.2 million?
That one did like 3,000 because it was only 5 minutes. The thing about YouTube is the longer it is, 10 minutes or over, the more ads you could put, the more money you get. So how much I made in my vending machine video was about 10 minutes and 13 seconds. The other one was about 5 minutes. So,
dude, why don't you make a video that's like 20 hours long?
Because nobody's gonna watch it. People need to watch it.
Man, you're Reyes the Entrepreneur.
Nah. Here's the thing. Also, what YouTube cares about is audience retention, meaning how long are people watching your videos. That's why watch time is really important right now. You want people, at least 50% of people, to watch your whole video, because that's gonna tell YouTube, hey, people like this video, let's promote it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think because you're doing, what it looks like on Saturdays, right? Like one video a week.
Yeah.
I think people have this misunderstanding that you got to do like videos every day and you got to keep pumping them out. I think if you're consistent, I mean, obviously you are, even once a week, but figuring out like the algorithm, figuring out what people are into, there's a whole like, science thing with YouTube, but I think people are just thinking you just have to spit out whatever. But if the content isn't good, you're not going to get that feedback and views.
People need to watch your videos and most of your videos. And actually, I did an experiment because eventually I want to jump into the whole episode format where I want to have my own little show in TV, Netflix, somewhere. That's my ultimate goal. I want to be the Gordon Ramsay of entrepreneurs, where I just have a whole different bunch of shows.
Yeah, you got my support, man. That's for sure.
After those videos went viral, I just thought like you. Oh, make my videos longer, get more money. Here's the thing I noticed: for the whole month, I made videos longer, and naturally, I started getting less views, less ad revenue, and less subscribers because not everybody was watching all my videos through the whole end. And I took that as feedback. So now I'm back to the short, sweet videos, and they've been working. And here's another thing about YouTube. If you're making YouTube videos and then you take a break, the algorithm doesn't like that. So it's not going to keep promoting.
So as long as you have a schedule, even if it's once a week like you, as long as you have a consistent schedule, not Amazon, YouTube is okay with that.
Yes, but here's the thing. You have to have quality videos where people are watching it, because this is one thing I noticed, and I can't prove it, but this is what I feel is happening. Like the 1 million view videos, right? But then I tried different content that wasn't getting a lot of views. So YouTube stopped recommending me. And now I kind of have to work my way up again, because the 1 million view video that I got, how weird is it that the next video I upload goes viral too? That's pretty much saying, hey, this guy is pumping out great content. Let's promote him more. But if you do bad quality, or you take a break, the algorithm is going to frown upon you and start recommending you. That's what I think happened to me, and I'm working my way up. Meaning, I'm just trying to produce quality content that people are going to watch and less content that people don't like. Because I used to have a lot of different shows, different type of content, but I noticed that people weren't feeling that one. And, well, I kind of had to cut those and focus on the main thing people want to see, so I could get promoted by YouTube. And it's been going great. My last couple of videos have hit over 50,000 views. Last month, I had to fight for 50,000 views per video.
Wow. So when I checked, you have, correct me if I'm wrong, you have over 200,000 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you've only been on YouTube for 3 years, so it looks like you're only putting out videos once a week. Okay,
1 or 2 a week.
1 or 2 a week. So your numbers are obviously phenomenal on YouTube. Glenn, what the hell are you doing, dude?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I had to get merch mines off my channel, because it was hurting it. Has off topic. So that's why I'm trying to get my way back up again. So that's why I'm going to be consistent, all on the sneaker stuff, what people want to see. So.
Exactly, because here's the thing. You have to pay attention to your audience as well, because audience hate when they subscribe for one reason and then you completely try different content. So like I was doing the hustle videos and people love those. But then when I introduced the how to do this, how to do that, people hated those. and well, I had to discontinue them because it was hurting my algorithm. That's what I believe.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's like a totally different game out there.
But
Yeah.
if you make a how-to video, as long as it's related to making money, isn't that still relevant?
But my audience doesn't want to watch that. My
Oh,
majority of the
interesting.
audience. Like if I upload a video tomorrow about, me, I like being funny. So if
Sure.
I upload a small skit tomorrow in my channel, I could almost guarantee almost no one's gonna like it, and it's not gonna get a lot of views because they didn't subscribe for my comedy skits. They subscribe for the hustle videos.
Yeah,
I got
like
you.
making money selling hot Cheetos asteroids.
Yeah, look at that.
And
It was
131,000 views.
exactly. Look at my latest video. I just uploaded a couple days ago. It's almost at 50,000. But look at the video before that. The YouTube
Mhm.
how much money I made. How come that one's not getting a lot of views? Because my
I got you.
audience doesn't want to see that.
Yeah.
I got you. So
Yeah.
so because you started off making videos on the grind on making money, that's
Mhm.
what the audience wants to see.
And
So
pretty
so
much
so, so, so I mean, couldn't you have and this is maybe a question for both of you. Couldn't you have like an off channel where we
yes,
can do something like that?
but here's the thing. Just in my personal opinion, it's better to focus on one thing and grow that one thing and be the best at one thing than trying to be the best at multiple things because
Sure.
you're spreading your resources, your energy, and your attention. That's what I
Okay.
believe. But of course, people like if I wanted to do a comedy channel, like I wanted to do comedy skits, I will have to make a second channel and I will have to put my comedy skits there.
Sure.
Yeah, and then talk about the time and effort you'd have to put into that channel, which could maybe alternate. I mean, your time and effort that's going into the first one, you don't want to mess up all of that stuff by scheduling that up. But no, it makes complete sense.
Yeah, but it's up to people because here's the dilemma. When I tell people, you have to give the audience what they want, they're like, "Well, what if you don't? What if you don't want to do hustle videos anymore? What if you want to try something different?" And well, that's up to everybody themselves. But me personally, YouTube is a business, and I need to make money for it. So if my audience only likes seeing the hustle videos, that's exactly what I'm gonna give them to make sure I'm making money. But if I ever wanted to do, like, for example, the comedy skits or something way different, I would just do that for fun as a hobby.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. That's good stuff, man. So I'm assuming that you're still actively still though outside of YouTube, you're still doing the t-shirts, just not on a full-time basis. I mean, you're still
Pretty
doing all of
much
those. Yeah.
every now and then, and if I have a reason to do it. But I don't do it for orders anymore, like custom orders. I don't take requests because making one shirt with vinyl, it's about at least an hour. I could make a
Wow.
video in 1 hour, which is gonna pay me hundreds of dollars.
Sure.
So yeah.
Absolutely, man. No, good stuff, man. You definitely have to go where the money is, and it sounds like YouTube is where you're getting the most money, and it seems like that's where both of you guys are really enjoying it. I know I talk to Glenn on a weekly basis, and he really enjoys doing YouTube.
But you know what? I'm trying to build my different streams of revenue. For example, my biggest goal this year is to get monetized on Facebook.
How do you get
There's
monetized on
people that do
Facebook?
it on groups, and they get sick followings that they'll watch all their lives. They'll do. Yeah, Facebook's like a different beast, but I don't even know how
Yeah, I was
people
gonna say,
scale it up.
how do you monetize Facebook?
You
Is it
need
ads?
10,000 likes and 4,000 hours watch time on your videos.
I got you.
So right now you only have 4,000 likes on my page, 6 more to go, and then I could request to be a partner for Facebook Watch. That's what they're calling it.
Okay, well, cool. Well, it sounds like you have a Facebook page then.
Yep.
I'm guessing it's just Reyes the Entrepreneur.
Reyes Entrepreneur on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Okay,
I
so
made it
for all
easy
the
for everybody. Even if you spelled it wrong, I still pop up.
you still pop up. So for all the listeners, do Reyes a huge favor. I mean, again, he's a good guy. He puts up great videos. Go follow him, not just on YouTube, but follow him on Facebook and all the social media. Right? I mean, you're on Instagram, I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. That's it, man. I try having a Snapchat, but I guess people send me too many unrelated pictures, and my girl was tripping. So
Yeah, you
gotta
need
make
to
the
set
girl
that
happy.
Yeah,
challenge.
slide into the DM.
Yeah, see, I've never been on Snapchat. I've tried it for like a day, and then I just
Bro. But you know what? The thing about Snapchat is you can't really grow your following. Like you can't share snaps like on Instagram. And nah, man, it's for the youngsters. That and TikTok. Those are for the youngsters, bro.
it's TikTok.
No, you don't know what TikTok is?
No.
You don't want to know.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, I
okay.
don't want to know, dude.
Wait. You remember Vine?
What is Vine?
Oh my.
I
Okay.
know Young's been out of it for a while.
Hey, man, don't worry about it, man. They're apps for like 11, 12-year-olds. So
Okay.
you don't want to be there anyways. It's whack.
Okay. Okay.
Last thing, I guess, before we go, I know on Instagram you had posted a photo. Was this what, maybe in February-ish? You went to go talk to class, right?
Yes.
Or business classes. So how did that go? And what age were they, or like what grade are they in? And what did you talk about?
I mainly try talking to high schoolers. They're at that fragile age where they just have a whole bunch of people drilling into their head, hey, you have to go to college. You have to figure out life. And well, I put myself in their situation. I didn't know what I wanted to do after high school, and I didn't have a passion yet, but I went to college because that's what everybody told me. So high schoolers is the classes I'm mainly focused on, and I love it, man. I love talking to kids and telling them about my struggle to hopefully they learn and realize there's different ways to live their life.
Yeah. What did they think about YouTube and all of that? I mean, were they pretty pumped? I mean, seeing someone that makes a full time on YouTube.
Of course, they all know about YouTube, but they've never met like a real YouTuber. Like when the teacher introduced me, oh, here's Reyes the Entrepreneur. But once I showed them my YouTube channel, they're like, oh my God, you got so many followers, you're making so much money. That's when they start taking me a little bit more seriously.
Wow. Man, if I were you, man, as Reyes the Entrepreneur, I would have charged them kids $10 for an autograph.
Here's the thing though. I only do free 99 knowledge. That's one of my slogans.
I know. That was a joke, obviously.
Free 99 right here, hey.
Oh, there we go.
I like it, man. Hey, Reyes, I know you're out in Fresno, man. I'm in San Jose.
No, snap. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm in San Jose, and I know, first of all, I know San Jose State and Fresno State were big rivals.
Yeah.
We're huge rivals, right? But hey, I want to come out and hang out with you, man, one of these days. Seriously, it's only like what, 2.5, 3 hour drive.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll take you along my hustles.
Let's do it, man. I want to go check out your gumball machines and all that, man. Real talk, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, for sure, man. And also hustle hacks. You deal with shoes, right?
Yes, sir.
And well, I have some Yeezys that I know nothing about. Hey, man, let's collab on the video. Call it. How much are these Yeezys worth?
How cool is that, huh?
All right, that sounds good to me. Definitely.
How cool is that?
And then you throw your knowledge in there, and I have my questions, and boom, some content for both of us.
All right, I like that. Appreciate that. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
See? I'll make matches happen, man.
There you go. Hey,
I'm
man.
a matchmaker. Reyes, it's a pleasure having you, man. Thanks for everything that you do, man. I wish you nothing but great success, man. God bless, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, man, thank you for having me. And likewise, wish you guys nothing but the best.
This interview was awesome. He's super hyped. I like his energy, and he's tried pretty much everything you can. And it's almost like he's going to test out a lot of the entrepreneurial ventures before you try to get into it. So in case you want to try this quarter machine thing or printing shirts or whatever, you can watch his channel.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. He has a great attitude, very upbeat. Just a good guy all around. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that he's found success on not just with all his side hustles, but on YouTube, because he's definitely a go-getter. He doesn't quit. So very proud of Reyes and his success. What's going on with you, man? How was your weekend? It was good.
Yeah, it's good. I'm mostly just sourcing stuff for FBA. And now I got the wife's taking off like the prices on stuff. So now I'm gonna
put it to work, man.
So after this, I'm gonna help her out and we're gonna package everything. So Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much just FBA stuff at this point. I also don't have
Yeah.
a car, so
You're still doing the RA, right? Just all RA.
yeah. All retail ARB for FBA.
And these are all shoes? Mostly shoes.
Uh well, shoes and stuff for eBay, but with everything else, it's just a mix of items for FBA. It's like a different. I mean, you know how FBA works. It's a totally different thing. So,
Yeah. No,
but I just try to
absolutely.
source for both, when I can.
Mhm. Well, good, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, like I mentioned in the last episode, that's something that I'm reconsidering. I'll be honest with you, man. I haven't sent in a shipment to Amazon for FBA in
In a
probably
while,
like a year. Um, but no,
you still
that's
pay the
definitely.
40 a month.
Hmm?
You still pay
Oh,
the 40 a month.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But that's something. Um, you know, I was way ahead of the curve when FBA was out. When it was really popular. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm reconsidering getting back into for sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, guys, that was a good show. We'll be back next week for another episode.
Yes, sir. We'll see you.